Hi, you're welcome. If this is the first time you are coming to this channel, super welcome to you. But you just have some catch up to do. Never mind, enjoy today first and then catch up on the previous videos. Because in the past 3 videos, we've been with this wonderful family, the Wampas, Ernest and Titi, the parents. And in the last video, we had David, their son, share with us. And today, we're sitting with Titi and Ernest to talk about themselves, their two selves. Not parenting this time, just their two selves. We have a lot to learn today as we uncover the similarities and differences. If you're always here with me, thank you. And thank you for being here again today. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you always be aware when something new comes up here. And if you like what's going on, show some love, click like, share generously with your friends and connections. And don't forget to leave your comments. They are always welcome. We are here with our friends, Titi and Ernest Wampa. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We want to seize this opportunity to share them with you, and maybe for us too, we'll be able to pick a few things that we thought we knew very well about them, but maybe
I'm sure you.
maybe we will learn a few new things. It's often said that opposites attract.
Obviously.
And if you thought that was a cliche for this couple, I feel like, hey, you guys are so different and so happy. What's your secret? Can you tell us how you are different?
I'm very much outgoing. I'm a people's person, but he is very reserved. Like, I don't know how he does it to work from the house. Like, I'm like, how do you do it? I can't do it because I have to go out. I have to dress up and ready for work. Otherwise, I won't be able to
Meet people.
do anything work. You know, I
meet people.
Yeah, and then that thing is, I meet somebody and I get to know you in 10 minutes. And my husband sits with you for 4 hours and he doesn't know your name. So I'm like, for example, he was on a flight with a young man and they got talking. The guy told him so many things about himself, you know. And then when they came back home, he told me about how much they discussed on the flight. And these were very personal things. And I said, so do you have his contact? And no. So, do you know his name? He said, no. How? You flew all the way from England to Nigeria and for hours and you don't know his name, you don't know his contact. Which is so different from me. Me, 10 minutes. Oh, what's your name? Okay, my name is Titi. What's your own name? I'll know everything about you and I'll follow you up. Like, I'll be in touch with you and probably we'll become friends for years.
You know? Yeah.
So I think that's one major thing that is very glaring and I can just, yeah. But we're doing well despite that.
Where is going to say his own differences?
Well, for me, I think, as you said, opposites attract, and it's for the purpose of complementing one another. You know, I always, I know, or rather, I know that some people may not really know how to relate to me.
Yeah.
But my wife always covers that end.
Okay.
At the end, the person sees that we are relatable.
Okay.
And not really count on my inability to quickly, easily relate.
And I think in terms of spontaneity, just know what I want in the, for now, right now, that kind of, I can decide right now, this is what I want. But when it comes to like real serious decisions of big things, I just sort of,
Please, sir.
please.
You do it.
I can't, and that has been working very well. I'm very spontaneous. Like I can get up and decide on a thing right now.
The other one is in terms of maintaining long-term relationship.
Okay, tell us
Yeah,
about that, sir.
my wife does that very well. That constant communication
Yeah.
and connection, you may not have it from me, but that doesn't mean that in any case that you are not my friend.
So yeah, so it's funny. His friends have come to really understand that he's a very faithful friend. Like you can call on him. He's reliable and he's steadfast.
Wow.
And his friends know that, and they know that. Oh, even if we don't hear from Ernest, we know he's there for us at any time. And over the years, you see people come back even after so many years of silence, and they know that he will answer them. But I'm different. I want that, the ping pong type of relationship whereby I come to you, you come to me, like back and forth between friends on a constant basis. But somehow I've come to find out that even if they don't speak,
Yeah.
they are there for each other. Whereas I want that fluidity between me and my friends, and yeah, so that's another
It works for
difference.
us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We have that fluidity between us. Okay? It's like we've not heard from each other for 3 days. It's like,
Something
babe,
is wrong. Something is wrong.
last time I knew you, I was a baby. I don't think I know anything about you again. That's just after 3 days or 1 week. Yeah, so.
That is quite admirable, but I just wonder how they do it. Because I can't imagine what I'll be on the phone talking about with somebody for more than 5 minutes.
One of the days I was in the sitting room, he was working and he said I wasn't disturbing him, so I carried on gisting with my friend. And the talk went on for 3 hours. Like, of course, it's true. Somehow there's no way, there's nothing to talk. There must be things just keep coming up. It's either you're sharing scriptures or you're saying one thing that happened with the children or one thing that happened with work or business, or things just come up because we have that interest with one another and in one another. And my husband was like, now I know how you spend 3 hours talking to your friends.
Because they actually seem to just know what is going on.
Exactly, no gaps.
So it's like
Follow up.
this person filling up what has happened, and
See the
the
last
other person contributing, and when they finish that, I say, okay, is this how you guys do it? Because it never stops.
Yeah, I think women are very good.
They are
at
blessed.
that.
Yeah.
They are blessed with that gift of communicating and sharing their lives with their friends, much more than men do.
Yeah. Let's talk about how you are similar. What are you? In what ways are you similar to each other?
Similarity is, well, we both love the Lord, and we want each other's good. Like at least we always want to share what happened. Like if I come back from work, he's telling me, he knows I want to hear what happened to him through the day during his work, and in his work, what progresses he has made. And I also tell him what happened at work. So we have that interest in each other's work. And yeah, a lot of times we think alike in terms of discipline, like decisions on the children and all that. We tend to really agree on things that we want to do. We don't really contradict each other when it comes to standards and values,
Goals.
We're very much, we seem to think alike. And as the years go by, we can actually predict what the other person would say or do in a certain situation. Sometimes I'm talking to him and it feels like I hear his voice replying me, even though he hasn't said anything. And I'm like, now you're saying this. And he said, this woman. Because it just feels like, as even though he will not say it, but I just know what he will say in that situation. So we just, like, he can go out now and somebody does something, and he will say exactly what I would have said. And the same thing with me too. I'll say, this is what my husband would do in this situation. And I will be right.
Yeah, I think that from what you've said, I think it has to do with your interest in him and his interest. So you've come to understand what he will say or how he will react in a particular situation. Is that not so?
Yeah, of course. So just like I said, I know that this is. I know what you are going to say. I think I can guess what you will say about this, but let me just keep quiet and you say it.
And it's the same thing. Yeah.
Say it.
What do you think? It's similar.
Yeah, similar. Also even when we happen to discuss something and at that time it's not very agreeable, at the end of the day, it has always been, it's possible both sides for one to say, really you are right, or really I didn't really get the reasoning at that time.
Have you found your differences to be any cause for friction, tension?
Well, I think at the start of the marriage, there were a few things I didn't find funny. For example, him not being quick to respond to my spontaneity. Or maybe I plan something and for example, I'm like, I get very adventurous.
Yeah.
So at the start of the marriage, it used to make me feel like he wasn't interested in what I was interested in, and that caused a bit of friction in my mind. But with time, I think we've come to sort of understand the person. I've come to understand my husband, that this is who he is. And of course, over time, we have made several compromises to be able to accommodate each other to an extent. And then we have not lost our individuality in the course of this relationship. But we have made some compromises and tried to meet naturally. We never start to discuss, let's do this, but naturally we have kind of tried to meet each other at certain points. And it's no longer an issue. For example, him not wanting to go to the beach or stuff like that.
That was just what I was going to ask. So good.
so that was very different, because I'll make a plan. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the park. I want to go walking, and then I'll be like, "Oh, darling, let's go walking tomorrow." Or I come back and say, "Let's go walking." I'll be like, "It's a waste of time," and I'm like, "What? This is important to me, and you consider it a waste of time?" But with time, I've come to understand that is just who he is.
So how do you resolve that? Does one person?
So I decide to do my thing and leave him, as long as, and he doesn't stop me. He's not offended by me planning my thing, probably with my friends. So making that decision is now, it has allowed everybody to remain in their space and not to cause offense. And he's not offended by my doing it, and I'm not offended by him not coming along. I would love him to come along. That's not my first option, right? Going alone was not my first. But since this is what works, I've let it be, and I'm not angry by it. I'm not offended by it. I'm okay to do it with or without him. Any day he comes up, it's an additional bonus.
Yeah.
And we hope it happens soon.
Yeah.
That is the prayer.
We keep praying and hoping.
Another good thing is that a good resolution really is that of most times she will want to tell me beforehand, so that probably such activities it takes me time to prepare my mind for it. And when she does, in some of them I'm able to oblige
And go with her.
and yeah, I'm able to oblige and go. Yeah, so I think that is the main resolution, but not really. Or also, I could tell her that look, you can go. Even though she wouldn't be happy not going with me, but I'll just reassure her that
Good.
I'll reassure her that she can go, and I'm just okay.
Beautiful. Look, I've got two things, and I'm sure a lot of people watching are really like, so it can happen like that, and can be so different and still be happy.
Yeah.
So I've got one of you loves the outdoors. Of course, I know Titi, you love the outdoors. You love to take those holidays, short holidays, go out, go visit friends, go to the beach, go to interesting places. And brightness, you are just okay at your desk with your computer and your phone and in your house. But it hasn't caused problems.
No.
You are, like you said, you've not shared your individuality.
No.
So you still being yourself. And both of you are agreed in it. Or if you give advance notice, he may just because I happen to know about one that was booked almost 1 year in advance, and in the end, Daddy was not still interested in going. It was mommy and children. Did you go on that trip?
No. So one of it was cancelled because of COVID, but there was one before then that was done right in advance, and then the day before it was to happen, he was like, darling, I won't be able to. And I'm like, what?
Was it a trip to Banff or something?
No, it wasn't. The one to Banff was cancelled because of COVID.
I guess some people were happy that it was cancelled.
He actually wanted to go for that one.
Yeah. Because I had offended in the other one.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to make up.
So that one, it was so painful because we all planned the cheap bread, and we were to go to West Edmonton, like in Canada, West Edmonton, where they have this indoor beach. It's really lovely to go as a family. And he wouldn't, and of course that spoiled the trip. We never made it.
Oh, no.
Also for me, a number of those trips that they planned, I would just say no, sorry. I don't think. Well, I will help you with it. I'll help you in the process of arranging for it, but to come, nah.
But you've done for it, and you do the driving. No, you're too much. You're a guru in travel.
Who said I don't do part of the driving? What I'm still hoping for is the ship. The one on the ship, right?
The cruise.
That cruise. We're still praying, right?
We're praying.
Don't forget, we're praying for you.
Keep praying for her.
It's you. You're the topic of the prayer.
Yes, we're praying for you. We are putting you in prayer that you change your mind and come on the cruise.